Hello everyone, and I'll be making a video for the Bennett support build. My main reason for making this is because of the lack of videos showing Bennett's support side. And I know the crazy builds are nice and all for DPS Bennett, but we want the ideal build. And now this set will actually work for a lot of healers like Diona. Well, and maybe Jean, I'm not too sure. Jean is special. But we'll be speaking about Bennett today. Now, I do not have the exact set, not really set, but the exact artifact that I want. But I can tell you what you should go for. Now, right now I have Bennett at level 80, and I decided... Oh, wait, sorry, Bennett's a little bit too loud. Alright, so we lowered Bennett a tiny bit down because he was way too loud. And right now I have Bennett level 80. Before he was level 70 and he was doing just fine, but the reason I decided to get into level 80 so I can get his talents to a higher level so I can get more of that benefit. So the reason why Bennett is so special is because not only does he heal your team, but he gives them a whopping damage boost. And your weapons will be Favonia's sword. It will be your best option for a you have to, not really free to play, you have to get it through gacha, but it will give you a nice 50% energy recharge. And not only will you get that 50% energy recharge, but on crit hits you will even get more, so you will be always dropping your field. Now if you play during the event, you can also use this sword. It's also a great option. But I have this on Zenchu, but this video is not about Zenchu, so no worries. And I also plan to put this sword on him because the higher base attack, the more of a damage buff you'll get. So if you ever get a 5-star or a 4-star, you really should put it on him. Now the only reason I don't have him I don't have this sword on him, I'll go into later when I go over his artifacts. But if you do have a 5-star, you really should put it on for a better damage buff. And if you don't have a 4-star, when you do get one, you should put it on for that wonderful damage buff. But energy recharge as substat on the sword will be your best option. Now for a 3-star option, Skyrider sword will also be a great option for the energy recharge. Now into the artifacts. Now this is the reason why I don't have that 5-star sword on him yet, because I have HP on my sands. Now before I go into that, the best set will be Noblesse Oblige, or Noblesse, I don't know, some people pronounce the difference. Now, before all you mating stands come after me, I really believe that you do not need maidens on Bennett. Now, the reason why is because Bennett has the fastest taking healer or healing in the game, so you're going to be constantly healing really quickly, so you will not need to be healing for 4,000 HP each tick, because you're going to make it back just as quickly if you just heal for 3k, which you will be if you just level up your artifacts. So as I said, 4-piece Noblesse will be the best, so you can get an additional attack buff for the rest of your team. So right here I have this on my flower, or on my heart. Well, not my heart, but on my flower. It's really like decently spread out. It's not maxed out because I actually heal pretty well even though it's not maxed out. Next up on the plume, this is what we have. It's not very good, but I did get a lot into HP %, which will help with the heals. Now this is what I don't like. I want energy recharge, and I really highly recommend you go for energy recharge here, because if you get energy recharge, if you ever get a 5-star weapon, well, this isn't his best 5-star weapon, but I have this one, so I want to put it on him. If you get energy recharge, you will not need to focus on energy recharge on the weapon, and you can put on anything with a higher base attack. And anything with a higher base attack will be more of a damage buff. So if I get energy recharge, I can put this on and get that nice little damage buff without worrying about energy. But yes, you want to put energy recharge on the sands. On the goblet, goblet, okay, I just had to make sure. You would want to run HP %. Oh, yeah, HP %. Right now this is an off piece, but if I do happen to get HP % on this, I will happily put it on, so I can put on an off-piece energy recharge since I had no luck getting on sands. And lastly over here, either HP % or healing bonus will be your best option. And with all of this, you will be able to get amazing healing Bennett and damage boost. Now constellations, you really don't need any, but the best constellation you can get up to will be 2 or 5, so you can just get even more of a damage boost from his ult. So it'll be 1, so you don't need to be above 70% to get a damage boost. Second, so you can just continue to get his ult up even when he's below 70%. And if you don't know, if you're under 70%, that's when you start healing. So basically, you can almost have this up 100% of the time. And then, of course, 5, where you boost his talent level by 3. Now, if you're running support Bennett, you're not going to be using his sword, and you're not going to be using Passion Overload. You're just going to be spamming his ult. So this was the thing that you want to have the highest level. But and also, if you're holding the skill, please don't do that. Just tap it. Just tap it. Nice little slash. Get that energy. Get out. And that will beat your Bennett build. Now I'll show off my Bennett. Although I do not have the energy recharge sands that I want, I will show it. I will show both with my 5-star sword, and I will show it with the 4-star sword. Alright, so right now we're in the domain for Maidens or Viridescent. Now this will be the best domain to showcase off with Venti. And now I'm going to be using Venti to show the damage buff, because he will be more consistent, or we can see the numbers a lot more consistently than if I use Ganyu, Zhongli, or Diluc, which I don't have my team right now. So I'll first showcase Venti's damage without it. I'll do this twice, leave the domain and come back. Then I'll showcase Bennett buffed Venti. And then after I do that twice, I'll come back and do it with the 5-star sword to show its full potential, at least with a level 80 5-star weapon. So let's get it started. This will be damage without Bennett. Let me just get this energy real quick. I'm not going to use Zhongli either, because I'll put a debuff on him. Now, I have to keep in account that there is swirl damage, so I will apply an element first. I mean, it's like a decrease in swirl. So I'm gonna like put that up. Oh my gosh, it's taking so long. Come on. Alright, boom. Apply the element. That's good. Alright. About 1,700. We'll do that again. But we're getting a nice 1,700. Ow! Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. I'll get it back anyways. But yeah, 1,700 we're getting without a Bennett buff. So we're gonna go ahead and leave, and we're going to show you guys Bennett buffed Venti. Alright, this test will be the Bennett buffed Venti. Let's waste no time. Alright, we got Bennett, and let's go. Oh, they have Pyro on them, that's good. 2,500. A significant increase. Significant. Let's do it again. And we already have both their ults up. Alright, so we're getting a nice 2,500 from Bennett. Alright, this test will be performed with my 5-star sword to see the increase in damage between having a 347 base attack on your weapon to a 590. Now, the Skyrider sword will be a better option of a 5-star sword, but this is still a 5-star sword, so let's see what it does. Oh yeah, we're gonna get our ults up real quick. Alright, 5-star sword Bennett. Let's see what happens. Oh, I forgot to apply the element. There we go. 2,800. Three. It's cool, it's cool. If only I had that energy recharge goblet. I wonder if I just put up Zhongli's shield. I wonder. Because it decreases the elemental yet. I wonder. I'm just gonna get my ult. Okay, yeah. Alright, our last test, even though I did not say this at the beginning, we're going to put Duke on our team so we can get ourselves Pyro Resonance. And if you don't know what Pyro Resonance is, it's a whopping 25% increase in attack percent. So let's go do that right now. Alright, this will be the last test, and I'm going to be adding the Pyro Resonance so we can get a nice attack percent increase. Now while we're at it, the second time I do Venti's Burst, I'm going to put up Zhongli's Shield so we can get that wonderful decrease in elemental resistance and physical resistance from his shield. Even though we're not going to actually use any physical damage, I want to see if it actually does even more damage from decreasing their elemental resistance with Zhongli. So let's go. We won't have to wait no time for this one. Alright, here we go. Pyro Resonance. Venti. 3,000. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put up Zhongli shield. Yes, 3,000. I didn't get a proper test with Zhongli shield. You know what? We're gonna do another one with Zhongli shield. Hold on, let's go. Okay, I promise this should be the very last test. This time using Zhongli's shield. All right, let's go. So already, a tiny bit more energy. Alright. This should be it. Get away from them so we don't crystallize them by accident. Bennett buff. And we're in there. 3,500 guys. 3,500. And how much my damage went from 1,700 to 3,500. My dumb self forgot to freaking show how much he heals for. I mean, I have way too much HP, but I guess I'll be showing how much he heals for right now. I mean, I'll just heal myself, to be honest with you. I was gonna just heal like Venti or someone, but I guess I'll just let myself go. I forgot the sword heals me. Never mind, take freaking Venti. Good. Another one? Good. Alright. This is how much Venti heals for, guys. This is why you don't get freaking maidens. Okay, can you stop? Anyways, if you have a better, you should be building him. If you haven't, what are you doing? So to summarize, his best set will be Noblesse Oblige. For 4-star weapons, you want to use Favonia's Sword for the wonderful energy recharge. If you are unlucky, Sky Rider Sword will be just as good for a 3-star choice. If you have a 5-star weapon, please put it on him. That damage buff will increase, will make you so happy. Last but not least, What else? I don't know. For constellations, you want Constellation 1. Constellation 1 will make him amazing. Constellation 2 will make him even more amazing. Constellation 5 will make him even more amazing. So, I hope this helped you if you couldn't find any other videos with Bennett builds or how to build him. And build your Bennett.